quarterfinal live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We'll see Seattle facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. If you look at the Thunder, scratching out a home win tonight will be absolutely critical for them, trailing 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and the goal is to win tonight and make it a best-of-3 series. They already know they're going to have to get one on the road, which is going to be tough enough. But if they can get this one, then they've got a shot.
Yeah, they really do. And the task at hand is where their focus has to be. They can't be thinking about down the road, on the road. They've got to take care of business right here. Because anything less than 100% focus and intensity, and they'll be done.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Seattle, we've got Bridges. Payton is out there with Powell. And there's Anderson, and it's Davis at the 5 down low. Now here's Anderson. Here's Bridges. Feeds it to Davis. Shades over Adams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. George against Anderson. And George kicks to Joseph. Six to shoot. Holmes, that's a screen. Goes up on the block. And too long on the shot. And it's Seattle with the ball. Davis dishes to Payton. Powell, the pass to Bridges. Out to Payton. Davis with a screen on Joseph. Pass to Powell. For the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys. And that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Out to Payton. Dishes it to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the basket by Seattle. And Adams kicks to Holmes. And Davis sends it back.
I think they got to get it going. A 1-for-5 start, not what they wanted.
Powell dishes to Davis. And there's the pass to Bridges. And Adams sends it back. And Roberson kicks to Adams. Payton against Joseph. 8 feet away, and he gets it to go.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Seattle trails by 4. Dish now to Powell. Pass to Bridges. Payton outside. Passes it to Bridges. Got a piece of it. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Roberson, guarded by Powell. George against Anderson. The shot by George, no good. And here's Seattle. Payton outside. Anderson outside. Davis sets a screen. Anderson passes to Davis. No one near Payton as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Joseph up top, covered by Payton. Kicks it to Roberson. Holmes, that's a screen. Here's Roberson, guarded by Powell. Great tee that time from Davis. Seattle trails by 4. Anderson inside, defended by George. Anderson kicks to Davis. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. As for the mood of this team, knowing they could go down 1-3 in the series tonight, he said, "We're trying to stay loose, but not too loose. We don't want to be careless. It's a fine line between the two." He said this would be a statement game for them, Kevin. We'll see if they deliver. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
Well, you have to be really on your toes when you're defending Paul George. He's excellent when it comes to using the pump fake to draw fouls.
Anabogu's checked in for Davis. Good on both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
It's Powell on the wing. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Anderson, and Adams sends it back. It's George on the wing, defended by Anderson. They get it back. Joseph has an open look. Adams, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Powell. He dishes it to Anderson. Down low. Here's Anabogu. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Seattle shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. For the Thunder, McLemore has come in for Andre Robertson. And it's Mason in for Joseph. And then for Seattle, Giles comes in for Bridges. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Norman Powell. Now here is George. Stolen by Anderson. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. And yes, it's good.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Payton against Mason. He kicks it to George. Over Anderson. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Boy, George is excellent at getting busy from the in-between spots of the floor. Really fleshing out and balancing out, rounding out his offensive game.
Here's Giles. Anderson dishes to Payton. Here's Anabogu. Pass to Giles. Second chance shot. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, and you know, it looks effortless, easy, silky smooth, textbook shooting form. Man, that's nice.
Now here's McLemore. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Richardson, good. Now it's just a 3-point Thunder lead.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. And George gets it to go.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer. He's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
Here's Giles. Paul George making his last shot. Got a hand on it.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now Payton. Paul George missing from long range. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. A putback, and it's Adams on the follow. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
They set the screen. Richardson the pass to Anabogu. Plays it up and banks it in. Anabogu's got 5.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The feed now to Payton. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Holmes, that's a screen. Here's George. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J. 8 points for him.
George is outstanding in his decision making.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Ferguson's checked in for Paul George. And Seattle also making a change. Reedy's checked in for Anderson. There's 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here is Mason, looking for his first basket still in this one. He feeds it to McLemore. Holmes, that's a screen. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. McLemore, no good. Seattle trails by 5. Here's Giles. It's Richardson on the wing.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
To the inside, Giles. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Thunder lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Yep, pounding away on the boards. I mean, controlling the backboards. It's been a huge difference so far.
Seattle trails by 3. They've got Mason. Ferguson out there with Holmes. And then there's Steven Adams. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Kicks it out to Richardson. To the middle. Here's Giles. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Giles has got the first basket of the second quarter for Seattle. Mason against Payton. Here's Ferguson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, I'm surprised he couldn't put that away. I mean, the defense clearly botched an assignment, leaving him open.
Payton outside. Here's Giles. In the corner, Reed with it. Offensive rebound. Pass to Lyles. Feeds it to Payton. The pass to Lyles. Here's Giles. Guarded by Holmes. Here's Richardson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Seattle shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And it's tied up with that one. Davis is checked in for Seattle. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Mason kicks to Holmes. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Payton dishes to Davis. It's Richardson on the wing. Davis sets a screen. Out to Payton. Shot clock at 5. Dishes it to Reed. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Reed's got the lead up to 1 now for Seattle.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Mason. The teardrop falls in. Mason's got his first points of the night.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Payton kicks to Reed. They set the pick. The dish to Richardson. Payton passes to Lyles. Shoots over Holmes. Left side Davis. Over Adams. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Holmes, that's a screen. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Screen by Adams. Clock at 6. Here's who. And that one comes up a bit short. Seattle leading by 3. Lyles kicks to Payton. Passes to Lyles. Reed with it to the paint. Lyles no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Mason kicks to Holmes. Payton against Mason. Here's Holmes. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting them, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
It's stolen by Adams. Davis dishes to Payton. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmes got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Who? Reed covering. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Payton outside. In the corner, Reed with it. Let's go. The shot, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Now Mason. Shot to end this cold run. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Seattle?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnover.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. He's checked in for Lyles. Bridges comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Powell in for Payton. Out to the right wing. Here's Reed. Gets a very good look and converts. And Seattle leads by 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Joseph kicks to Roberson. Screen by Adams. Just 4 to shoot. High arcing shot. Roberson the pass to Adams. Fades and shoots. And that one drops for him. Adams has got 8 points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Chi, defended by George. Bridges passes to Powell. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Screen by Adams. Here's Roberson. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Davis up top. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Davis sets a screen. Cole. Back to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Here's Adams, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Seattle. The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. McLemore's checked in for Oklahoma City. And then for Seattle. Anabogu's checked in for Deontay Davis. And it's Justin Anderson in for Reed. Powell kicks to Anderson. There's the pick. Pass to Bridges. Inside, here's Anabogu. Seattle needs to get off the shot. Foul for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. George dishes to Robertson. Kicks it to McLemore. And George now top of the key. Screen by Adams. George passes to Adams. Got a piece of it. 1:58 left to play in the first half. Anderson's shot is off.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Odd pass to George. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Anderson outside. Pass to Anabogu. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Hey, Kevin, no idea what happened there, quite honestly. I mean, it seemed like he just mistimed that pass.
And Seattle making a change here. Giles is checked in. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of the game. Screen by Adams. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession. Seattle leading by 3. Over to the left wing. Anderson outside. There's the pass to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Anabogu. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Here's the screen. And Joseph kicks to Adams. He dishes it to McLemore. Screen by Adams. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to get back on track. McLemore, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And here's Seattle. 3-point lead. The feed to Powell. Passes it to Bridges. To the inside. There's the double team with Joseph. Anabogu. The 7-footer falls. Anabogu's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Here's George. And he overshot that one, missing.
And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Seattle leads by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Round 1 action of the playoffs continuing on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us for the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out Seattle. they'll be extremely motivated to come out in the second half and try to secure control. Because it's no secret to anyone that the difference between a 3-1 lead in a series as opposed to being tied 2-2 is massive. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
I was surprised at some of the recklessness. They were scattered, sloppy ball handling, just too many turnovers. It gets back to fundamentals. Forget the highlight reel pass. Make the effective one. Simple bounce pass. John Wooden taught us that in the 40s, 30s, 50s, whenever he was coaching. Just play under control. Simple ball, dude.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Seattle leading by 5. On the floor for Seattle, they've got Anderson. Davis is out there with Bridges. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. Pass to Bridges. He kicks to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Davis. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Joseph kicks to Holmes. Outside, George. Here's Adams. Second chance shot. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Holmes.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Payton outside. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Hey, guys, just a little too nonchalant there. That's a couple turnovers here in the last few minutes, and those miscues can spell trouble.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And Joseph kicks to George. And Davis pulls it down.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Out to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Davis drives in, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Here is Anderson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Got to find a way to energize themselves, get going. 0 for 3, and they're looking for their rhythm right now.
Outside, George. And Adams kicks to Roberson. Shot clock at 6. Holmes, that's a screen. George, that's a 2-pointer. And he hits the jumper for 2. George has got 10.
And, you know, guys, this is why Paul George is a superstar. Makes difficult, contested shots look routine.
And Anderson kicks to Payton. He feeds it to Davis. Pass to Bridges. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Boy, a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless.
A shot by George, wide open. Adams' shot is good. He's got 10.
Well, I tell you what, I like the clip he's shooting at. Extremely effective. If you're on defense now, you got to get the ball out of his hand.
Powell dishes to Davis. They need this one, and finished off by Davis. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Oklahoma City trailing. Joseph, the pass to Adams. Right side, George. Over for Anderson. And that one hits back iron.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the paint, here's Powell. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's a 3-point Seattle lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now here's Joseph. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. A floater. Seattle grabs the miss. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Anderson has it in the corner. Payton outside. Feeds to Davis. And the pass to Bridges. Anderson outside. Here's Davis. But he recovers it. Passes it to Bridges. Dishes to Powell. Davis up top. Payton outside. Back to Davis. Another shot. Goes up again. There's the dish to Anderson. Kicks to Powell. Pass to Bridges. They shoot again. And Adams sends it back. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And the call will be against Justin Anderson. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Miles checked in for Seattle. Richardson comes in for Norman Powell. And here is Davis. 8 points for him. Left side, Anderson. Payton kicks to Davis. There's the screen. It's Anderson with the drive. Stolen by Joseph. Tries to snap the cold streak. Basket good.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Outside for Davis. Anderson outside. Left side Davis. Holmes with the steal. The feed to Joseph. George against Anderson for the lead. George dishes to Joseph. Who? Richardson cover. Here's Who. That's tipped. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Ferguson's checked in for Adams. And it's Mason in for Joseph. And Seattle also making a change. Cheese checked in. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
McLemore's checked in for Paul George. And Seattle also making a change. Anabogu's checked in for Justin Anderson. And here now the Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Chi. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Chi's got 6.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Pass to Holmes. Who? Richardson covering. Holmes, that's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Giles checked in for Cheek. And the second free throw, good. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Richardson for three. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Here's Mason. No good that time. Seattle goes the other way with it. Payton outside. Here's Anabogu, guarded by Holmes. Pass to Giles. Here's Lyles. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Richardson. Second shot opportunity. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
The pass to Holmes. Here's Ferguson. Richardson covered. Mason kicks to McLemore. Holmes, that's a screen. From the line, shots good by McLemore.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Yeah, I like the quick release, Greg. He does a nice job getting it up quickly, especially when he's facing a bigger defender.
Feeds it to Richardson. Here's the screen. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Holmes, that's a screen. Payton against Mason. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payton left side, down low. Here's Anabogu. Rebounded by Holmes.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Here's Giles. 8 points for him. But they'll get another chance. Payton outside. Misses. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Seattle ahead. They're up by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Thunder trailing by 4. Ferguson out there with Holmes. And there's Roberson. Then there's Mason. And it's McLemore at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. McLemore's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. It's Powell on the wing. Dishes to Richardson. The 10-footer. Here's Anabogu, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Holmes, that's a screen. Here's Ferguson. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Shot clock at 6. Richardson for 3. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 11 rebounds in the game.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Holmes, that's a screen. And McLemore kicks to Mason. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Boy, that's a thing of beauty there.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Free throw good, Giles. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Ferguson. Paul George comes in for Ben McLemore. And it's Joseph in for Mason. Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Seattle. Adams sets the pick for George. The 3 from Joseph. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Anderson outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Anabogu, guarded by Holmes. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And Greg, that's never a bad idea to be the aggressor. I mean, what a ball game we've got going on here, guys.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Deontay Davis is checked in for Giles, and it's Peyton in for Anabogu. Here's Bridges, guarded by Holmes. It's deflected. Here's Roberson. He dishes it to Joseph. Here's Holmes. Powell pulls it in.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Buries it from three-point range. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
George, no good.
I think these are the shots he's got to avoid taking. I mean, already struggling. He's not helping his team right now looking at those shots.
Pass to Bridges. Anderson outside. Inside. Ball's knocked loose. Holmes with the steal. George against Anderson. And George kicks to Roberson. He feeds it to Adams. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Here's Bridges, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Both free throws good from Bridges. Oklahoma City trailing. Joseph with the ball. He kicks to George. And it's George again missing.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Davis. There's a good screen. Payton passes to Bridges. 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Powell. Payton against Joseph. It's Powell on the wing. Davis down low. Shoots over Adams. Offensive rebound. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Here's Powell. And Anderson has it in the corner. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. It's Powell on the wing. Anderson outside. 4 on the shot clock.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively. Since halftime, he has just been in a funk offensively.
Basket is good, and they'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
To the paint. Bridges passes to Davis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmes got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. And Joseph kicks to George. Steps back and fires. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now Powell. Back to Davis. Pass to Bridges. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And Seattle leads by 1.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
And I tell you what, a recycle bin full of lead changes. It's been a game of major runs so far.
They set the pick. George passes to Holmes.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Seattle with the ball. Pass to Bridges. Now the dish to Powell. To the inside. Out to Payton. The pass to Bridges. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now here's Joseph. Here's Holmes. Gets the front of the rim and out. And there's the feed to Anderson. Davis in the corner. Passes it to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Here's Powell. Here's Anderson. Feeds to Powell. Swiped away. 2:52 left in the game. Adams with the screen on Anderson. And Oklahoma City making a change. Mason's checked in. Robertson dishes to Mason. Screen by Adams. And here is Mason. Just 5 on the clock. Payton on the double team. Mason with it. Now Payton defending. And it's Seattle with the ball. A 2-point game. Anderson kicks to Payton. Outside Davis. Dishes it to Powell. Anderson outside. To the paint. Bridges passes to Davis. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Davis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too?
There's a screen. Mason kicks to Robertson. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Bridges passes to Davis. Powell dishes to Davis.
Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 5. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. See if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
Well, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots key.
And it's Seattle with the ball. 3-point lead. Payton passes to Bridges. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
Whatever it is, got to be fast. I mean, can't waste any time at this point.
Here is Mason over Payton, and too long on the shot. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And Robertson kicks to Mason. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And so it's Seattle winning this one. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You could see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.